Hello, this is my first progress report showing my blockout on my space theme level. As you can see, I've built the skybox and surrounding terrain and have placed my player starting point as well as 3 points of interest. The player spawn point is at this crash site here, where you will have first arrived in your spacecraft. And the player will start by following sort of the path of destruction from the crash site out along the side of this hill up onto this cliff, overlooking the 3 main points of interest on the map. So on the right side over here, there's like a sort of almost volcanic base that will be in here. I just have some of the basic assets I'll be using to make the base set out here, and I'll be adding more detail to it later. In the middle, you have this big sort of terrarium dome. I'm going to make like a full forest in here, so there'll be a lot more of this foliage to see. And over on the left side of the map, there's a sort of little maze right here in the mountains. And then you'll arrive at a small base with a cave. So the main point of interest here would be a cave going into the side of the mountain. And you can see I organized all the assets for those points of interest in the world outliner up here in the top right. And with that, I'll go ahead and play for a little bit. So you start out right by your ship, and you start by having to make your way out of this little crater. So one of the first things you would do, as if it was a tutorial, is learning how to vault and jump just like this to get out of here. And I'll keep working on the terrain to make it a little cleaner. The concept for the game is that you're a lone explorer coming to discover what's happened to this research team that's been on this planet, trying to uncover its secrets. This little planet has been putting out a signal that's been affecting the minds of people living on the planet below. I might change this to being a futuristic planet and not Earth itself, because I kind of like the idea of being able to have a more interesting sci-fi sky setting in the background and such, which of course on Earth we couldn't have this blue nebula in the sky and everything. And so you go exploring the base and research stations they have here and basically uncover what has happened to the science team. So I have it to where you first get up here to this high point, and you can overlook the area and get a clear idea of what your 3 main objectives are. And because of the low gravity, you should be able to jump off with no problem. However, in a final design of this level, I would make some of the drop zones a hazard. I might even put something to indicate that the ground is soft in these areas where you can jump down. And just for fun, I'm going to hit the ragdoll button. Kerplunk. I really like this locomotion system. It looks like it even has Euphoria physics rather than just regular ragdoll. I think that's pretty cool. And that pretty much sums up my progress so far. For my next progress report, I'll be aiming to have enough detail in each of the points of interest and along the way to make it interesting to explore. And if possible, have a few minor storytelling elements put in place as well.